everyone, welcome to the Tanuka stream. Matt Tanuka, that is. And how was your day? Hopefully, your day is well and secure and safe because at the moment, the pandemic seems to be still up at the uprising and high ground and seems to still have an Armageddon. Because, it's not the Tanuki stream without at least somebody, just one person, being safe. And also liking this stream and watching this stream and also subbing to me. Okay, that's if you want. That is, I'm not, enforcing you or anything. If you want, go ahead. I don't care. Anyways, today we're just gonna be chatting because apparently I don't want to get anything open right now. Why? Reasons. Number one is because I don't feel like it. Number two, I don't feel like it. So I'll open the browser whenever I fucking feel like it. Just putting it out there. Don't mean to be a bit ruthless, but hey, I mean, seems that I need a reason for almost everything nowadays, don't I? So yeah, I'm not comfortable with reasons all the time. But anyways, how are you guys? And what's up? Hopefully you guys are well. Because today has been, well, the same as always. Yesterday and the day before yesterday. So nothing really new here. Although I do got the masks and the PPE equipment. I guess that's the good thing, I guess. But after all, nothing hasn't really changed. At least haven't changed around here where I'm from, or where I'm at. So yeah, I guess that's one thing. Supposedly. Oh man, every time I look at this icon, all I can think of is just this, this whole little spectrum just peeking out. So I'm gonna just end that one. Yeah, I think we can just have the browser open instead, because I usually like to have that open while talking. So I was thinking, all this gaming and all this things that I've been going through for the past years and so are somehow not really relevant to me. Like I thought gaming would probably work, but I feel like at the same time I'm also lying to myself again with that. I mean, of course I do like gaming. I just don't know how to game without like talking because I can't. I have to at least bring out some sort of subject in order for me to at least get the DDE stream going, because that's usually what I like to do is talk. I mean, most of the times I get some comments on, well, at least I get some people who I know IRL and online who would say that I really do have a soothing voice to be listening to, so I guess sometimes they do like hearing what I gotta say, I guess. Well, I got people telling me that I can be like one of those, I guess, ASMR people. I don't even know what that even is. I mean, I heard about it before, but I think it relates to porn, I guess. ASMR? I'm not really sure anymore. But yeah, my whole thing around this, my whole interest in just streaming is just interacting and just having a conversation. To be honest, there's nothing real like goal like or anything, or political wise, or commentary wise. It's just me just trying to have fun. And I mean, it may be a bit more like, the type of boring thing to do because some people think that, just talking into a microphone or just talking into a stream with nobody watching is pointless. At least that's what I got from someone else on DMs the other day. But I didn't cater to it because, it seems to be someone who just probably wants to put other people down because the sake of putting other people down. Then again, you're going to run into those people a lot. And, I at least try not to become that person. I don't want to. And I really hate when every time when I do think about it, it starts to kind of like, take advantage. Like paranoid thoughts start to taking place. Although those episodes only last for like, it's not really long. It's more like, I guess, to 5 or 10 minutes, and sometimes I mean, it depends on how long I think about it, so I guess that'll be up to the dependency of how long I think about it, so I can't really say for sure, you know. But yeah, you know, I always like coming over here and just chatting. That's all. You know, I don't got anything special like a formula or anything that I have to schedule. Like, you know, because I remember one time a a friend of mine on stream was a gamer, and he would, you know, tell me how to, you know, at least start off what you're trying to do and just set yourself up. And I did, you know. But the whole thing about it is that, you know, I can never understand the whole gameplay when there's no commentary. Like I understand if you're just trying to, you know, watch the game and not have anybody talking over it, which that's fine. But like, I like to hear people who have something to say at least when they're talking into the microphone of a game, without mentioning the actual game. You know, like playing the game, but actually talking about something else. You know what I'm saying? That's what I usually do when I'm gaming. I like to talk about something else instead of just talking about the game itself. Because some people will tell me that, you know, gaming communities are only for like people who are just nerds and hentai and anime people or weebos and everything. Even though I myself play video games almost on a day basis, except I don't play as long as durable, but you know I do play them, intend to play them at least. You know, depending on how long I'm interested in it. Yeah, I just like to play them. I mean, games are games, and you know they are fun. I just think it's a lot funner when you have people to play with and to communicate with. When you don't have those people to communicate with or play with, it kind of takes the whole fun in that. But I guess the least thing is that if you can communicate while playing the game without without any interference with any internet or Wi-Fi whatsoever, then I think everything will be fine. Because most of the times, internet is likely my everyday occurrence, and it's not surprising to be honest. So you ever see my streams just come, someone suddenly just went off, it's either it's probably is the best thing is probably an internet issue, because that's usually most of it, because you know my internet is pretty weak. I mean, I do got a new router, but it's just the signal that's weak, you know. I mean, I would like to have a LAN cable, but then again, it does require money, which I don't have at the moment, so you're going to have to bear with the internet that I have in mind. Okay? I'm just saying. Because, you know, some people have shitty internet and others don't, you know, and some people don't even have internet, period, so, you know. So I'm just, you know, just make it out you just do with the internet that you make it out, or make it out to be, you know. I'm just saying, you know, because some people like complain about, you know, I need to like I need to like get faster internet. It's like as if I'm the problem to like the source of internet, when it's not just me, but thousands, if not millions, of other people who also receive sorts of negative, you know, errors like this. Internet connection, disabled internet connection does occur once in a while. Okay, so for you to rush and everything, to me that just sounds a bit more like it just sounds a bit unpolite and rude. You know, like you need more internet connection, dummy. Like damn, you know, like I wish I could, but I can't afford it at the moment. So you're just gonna have to bear with me and chill until I can afford it. You know. But then again, I'm not really on the payroll road as I was. At least when I used to be. Now I don't have a job anymore, so that's one thing. But then again, you know, that was like what, years ago, 2018, I think. It's like 2 years ago before I even got. It was 2 years ago before I even got this apartment. You know, this house that we're renting in. But yeah. I also would like to talk about something between like, you know, like the difference between reality and the difference between like, you know, uh, in reality, you know, because some people seem to believe in everything on TV nowadays, and the fact that people do is quite astonishing to me. I'm not saying you should believe in everything you see or you shouldn't, but if somehow if they're making like some sort of profit out of it without any evidence of whatsoever on certain topics that they seem to be talking about, yeah, my bet is going to be -0. Yeah, and I say this with 100% honesty. This is why I can't really watch anything besides what I'm interested in, you know. And the things I'm interested in is usually the things that are my personal things in spare time, which I wouldn't mind sharing. But then again, I don't want to get any copyright because I get that a lot. And now that kind of feel like the copyright claims are actually kind of, you know, attributing my audience from watching it, or at least the viewers, because I do like to put the hashtags after I'm done streaming. So at least that way it can get further notice. If not, then at least some sort of view and some perspective. I don't know. But I like to do it for the fun of it and not for for the sake of just having money, which that's fine if anybody wants to do it for money. I just think it's clearly if you're gonna, as long as you're honest with it and you don't tend to be a bit off, be a bit, deviant about it with your audience and shit and go trip them and shame them, then you should be good. Even though sometimes I kind of feel the same way when I'm exactly implying the words that you shouldn't do, even though sometimes I do it myself. That should be, I think, for most of the things, I think that's, something that I shouldn't be really actually, bringing up if I'm the one who's also, part of talking and talking down to others. Because I kind of feel that way at some point, every time when I at least have a viewer or a watcher that just leaves, I kind of feel like, they don't like to watch me. But then again, this is just my mind. It could be anything. It can be perhaps internet connection. It can be fucking anything. And sometimes I can, have relief. But then sometimes when I'm too paranoid, that's when I start to become a bit in fault there. And I really hate that, so I at least try not to go on when I'm at that point. Somehow I can't really say that because I also went on a stream the other time when I was frustrated and angry and kind of had a meltdown on my other channel on my stream, Tanuki Live. You want to go check that out? That's on you. I mean, fuck, I don't think I have it on my description, but I can put it in the chat if you guys want or something. I don't know. That's if you're interested. I mean, there's nothing interesting about an hour or 2 hour, conversation with just me and me only. I mean, to be honest, I do my streams IRL only and I have nobody, to be honest, which that's fine. I mean, I'm capable of doing it myself. In fact, that's what I want, to be honest. To be honest, I'd be using that a lot. To be frank, actually, I'm trying to actually I'm trying to at least try to find a new community and then have that community and then try to gain more more people into the community. I like to start fresh. I want to start all over. Because I feel like the community that I have started before was all about the more political gang, and I feel like that's only from the people who I sub to or the people who clearly likes the group A, which I'm not going to mention. And yeah, even though I did come apart from group A, however, I just kind of feel like I'm not really getting anywhere with my own channel, with at least with their audience interfering. Not saying that their audience are the reason why I don't have any. I'm just saying most of them come from a political standard, and I want to have a bit of an audience who doesn't see to have any political stance. They can talk about it once in a while, but are also not interested in it. Because I'll be honest, most thing in general is that I hate the most is politics. And even though I used to be a conservative at one point, but that's because I only felt the self motivation because of Donald Trump and other conservatives, and I started believing into that the whole ideology of the things that most conservatives would say probably on a daily basis on Twitter. And I don't know, I just couldn't be up with it anymore because some conservatives that I saw sometimes would outright call anybody a liberal, and it's like, wait, hold on. I thought our shtick were to at least be open about having a civil discussion, not antagonize anybody because they're liberal or because they think this way. They must be someone that they're not. Because last time I heard that, when I said that I disagree with a conservative, I'm somehow a gay liberal or a Jew, which don't know how that makes sense. So I reiterated and said, I think you mean being open minded makes me a gay person, I guess. Is that what you were trying to say, or were you trying to like get under my skin? Because if so, you didn't really accomplish it 100%. Sorry to break it to you. I mean, it's on Twitter, especially. I mean, there's no reason for me to feel bad or empathy, not even a bit. It's all on Twitter, because Twitter is Twitter, and twit-tods and twit twats are all on there, And the twit twats I'm mentioning are the ones who like to, you know, like to show off, e-girls. Yeah, those are the twit twats. Like the Twitch tots, Twitch twats, twit twats. So if any of you twit twats are watching, yeah, I'm mentioning the ones who are e-girls and e-boys. Twit twats and twit tods. Or just the ones who are just really stupid and doesn't really know a damn thing about, life or reality. Because seemingly they're so in depth into the echo chamber of, whatever community that they seem to be in. And that's the one thing I cannot fall aligned with, because group thinking to me is a bit more like the way of saying you wouldn't be able to think by yourself without a group when you can. I mean, you don't have to, be intelligent to, know what's right from wrong. You just need to be a bit more like, know the fact that, doing something good is more likely a reward than doing something bad. Although doing something bad can also be a reward, but not the reward that you would probably expect. I mean, if anything, it's more of a consequence than a reward. But then again, I mean, people do think that bad does good and good does bad. I don't know. I mean, we got people who believe in that criminals do it for the crisis of God, I think, is what I got from one person from a DM on Instagram, And I get a lot of DMs from a lot of people randomly. Only because I make my profiles like, obviously public. I consider myself a public figure, even though I'm not really a figure to anybody. But I just consider myself a public figure because I like to post stuff that are made in the public and to get views and to get attention. Because that's the point of getting attention. If you want views, you're gonna have to need attention. If you want attention, you're gonna have to need an audience. If you want an audience, you need to gain one. Which that's the tough part, because I can't really determine who's my audience or not, because sometimes 3 or 4 or 5 people that may come in sometimes once a week are like occasionally, to me still feels like it's a bit empty. Like it's not like something that I would see. I feel like the audience who I got from were only because of the people who I used to hang out with, which was Group A, which I'm not going to really mention any names, but for those of you who ever heard of the word Group A, I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about. Or Group B, that is. And I just somehow feel like I just want to have my own audience. Now, you could say that you don't need to, descend yourself from them people just to have your own audience, Tanuki. I mean, I suppose, but, for once, I just, I feel like, okay, here's my problem. Here's my one take on this. If I were to be recommendedly on their channel, right, I would kind of feel the more like envy type, which I do kind of get envy once in a while, and that I do not want to do again. So I guess the best way for me to at least handle it and do it more precisely without causing any problems is to just not exist. Not my bad. Not to be, approached into their existence. Not even checking up on them once in a while. I just completely just descend because, I feel like if I were to go back there again, it's like day one all over again. To be honest, redeeming can be refreshing sometimes, but constantly redeeming yourself can be a bit more of a drag. Now you might say, well, the only time it's a drag is if you tend to do it. And yeah, I agree. I mean, I do tend to do it, but, since I am the picky one and I seem to be a bit more really, really high in my standards sometimes, I like to have it like, I like to have minds a bit more organized and, uh, and focused, and sometimes I can't do that. So at least sometimes, so that's why sometimes I constantly go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and I really don't know why, but it seems to happen most likely on occasional days, when you just have that moment when you just somehow just feel like you don't have any body to like gain from, and the most thing I like to do, at least, you know if I were to use this personally, I like to I love attention, but most likely I like to do with the attention is I like to have other people like enjoy the attention. At least, and if they're not enjoying it, then that's fine. At least I could try next time or something. But most likely, if I were to have my own like audience, I would love for them to be at least like, more. I guess if they were to be more mental like me or disability, because I guess some of my audience come to some of my audience have that, where like they're in a constant bubble. Because I kind of feel like the same way, But deep down, I also feel like I got all the other people who doesn't really connect with me. I hope if I hope that makes sense, because I really hate repeating myself when it comes to streaming, because I just do, but I do it anyways because fuck I'm Matt Tanuki for fuck's sake. I'm gonna repeat myself no matter what. And I feel like I don't even like at some point I just feel like I don't even have my own monologue. I would love to have it though. I guess the only monologue that I used to have was just little nigga, but then I had to change it for some personal reason over some professional business or like applications and occupations such. Yeah. Oh, hello, Evil Dead. I haven't seen you in a while. Damn. Sorry, I actually haven't seen none of you guys. Oh, sorry. I was too busy looking at this screen because, I was just talking. I keep forgetting that my chat is on there. Yeah, that's the one thing about me is that you're always going to remember that I'm going to forget my chat, okay? Or maybe not. But, like, I know one thing or so you guys are going to, be like, did Tanuki forget his chat again? Yeah, I knew that bastard forget his chat. Anyway, hello, Evil Dad. It's okay, homie. I recently went on a stream drunk and to make a man into a woman. Holy shit. For 55 minutes. And in my own case, I'm so sick of politics and drama. I just want to resend, I think resend creepypastas. You do it, my friend. Are you still on Twitter, homie? Haven't seen you in a long time. I have now gotten back on Twitter. I have a new Twitter account, which is at Matt Tanuki with two N's. It's actually in the description below. Or if you want, will you be interested in voice acting? Voice acting? I mean, yeah, of course, I love voice acting. But tell you what, I'm really shitty at impressions. I'll tell you that. Like, I can probably do like a Monaco impression of like some sort of like fucking Polish or two British guy or like two like English person where it's like, are you saying that the master of Kwanzaa is about to be reextinguished with the United States of America? If so, please alliterate. I'm not even sure if that sounds even right, but I try. I wonder if President Abraham Lincoln is only saving the slaves because of the N word he wants to say so badly. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I never thought of like how good I am, but people say that I have the tensions of this energy, this dragon energy, which I think you said it one time, maybe with that. Because like I get like people telling me that I have like this sort of energy as well. This some energy. I don't even know how to explain it, but they seem that like I have like some sort of tension of like that. Just I don't know. Just like somehow getting people to like listen. Like some people find my voice entertaining and ASMR like for some reason, and I still question why. But then again, I guess the answer is always going to be because you're awesome, and it's like, well, I guess that's one thing, so I can't really, control whoever thinks I'm awesome inside or not. It's whatever. Anyways, Evil Dad, how you been lately? I haven't seen you in a while. Ever since Gaming and Yelling was, doing gaming and stuff. Cool, cool. I'll be setting up a new Discord for creepypastas and narrations. We'll send you a link on Discord when it's set up. All right, mate. Cool. I would love to have one because my Discord seems to be nuked. Nuked my old one. Yeah, I nuked mine as well. To be honest, not too long ago, I nuked my Discord just like the other day on my other stream because I had a meltdown, mental meltdown because of this whole coronavirus thing that's keeping us locked down and everything to the point where I just somehow like went absolutely batshit crazy. Like I literally wanted to break my goddamn keyboard, but instead of doing that, I decided to just uh, uh, re reassured. Yeah, and about the same as before, just been focusing on self improvement with this lockdown shit. Same here, mate. I've been trying to do that for like years now, and like I feel like people are not taking this as seriously as people claim it to be. Like I remember one time I was on a stream with someone, and someone actually trying to like make as if coronavirus is not really a threat when it is. I mean, if it's happening around everyone, and likely older people are dying from it, that's what I'm worried about. I'm not worrying about me dying from it. I'm worrying about other people who are old enough in the generation who are dying from it. Because, older people seem to be getting it a lot more, and who then likely to die from it than younger people, such as me. If you were like in your like mid 30s, or I think if you're like in your 50s, I think you would be most likely to die from it. Or if you have a medical condition, you are the most likely to die from it. At least that's what I got from a statistic on Google. I can't really be sure with that. Um. Oh man, I get it. Cabin fever, and I want to go back to it. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking about just like instead of just trying to at least like try to find a trend to get an audience, I was just thinking about just chatting. Like just chat with people, chat with anybody that I see fit with. Fuck, go on Migo and like just communicate because usually I did that like 3 streams in a row on my other channel, Tanuki Live, and I do have it. I do enjoy making those streams, to be honest, at least when it comes to Omegle, because I'm chatting with real people, and people can see what I'm saying, and I guess in some case, I guess they can understand how I relate to people. I don't know. It's more like this for sure, though. And worried about the old and ill, but more worried about a new Great Depression. Yeah, I'm more worried about you know the fall. Is what I'm worrying about because it would be devastating if I were to have my parents die, like dying from this cancerous disease, man. It is killing people like a motherfucker. Like just recently, not too long ago, I had a uncle that died, a relative that died a couple days ago from coronavirus, and it was terrible. Even though I didn't really know him as much as my mom did, because my mom was a bit devastating, and I guess and the same with other relatives who know him a lot, and especially the my cousin that is the son of him. Yeah, yeah, he was pretty like down right there, and I was just very like I really felt bad, but at the same time I also felt like if it's gonna kill a lot of people, especially in relative. I'm afraid it might happen to my mom and stepfather, and I don't want that. I mean, like especially my mom and stepfather. I mean, you know, I wouldn't want that. I mean, like they're my life, my blood. Even if my stepdad is, you know, legally related, but still, I consider him blood. The same with my stepbrother and stepsister and everybody else. Um, I'm sorry about your uncle, homie. I just think not all places are the same. For example, I'm in a town of 1,200 or 12,000. We can still work and practice caution. Yeah, we can. We can. I think so. And I think the whole point is that I think some people seem to be believing in that, at least from some sort of perspective of uh, the conservatives, at least. I don't mean to bring this up, but I just like just not too long ago a not a tweet, but it's more like a Reddit post about like the Chinese spreading corona. Now, I really hate it when someone brings up that because not only that it sort of relates to race, but it also seems like as if they themselves, that who are Chinese, are the ones who are, you know, are in a category, are, you know, toxic, you know. Like I just saw a post from a conservative saying that, we need to send them Chinese back to uh, Beijing, where those chinks belong. And I'm like, wow, that was pretty outstandingly racist right there. I don't agree with that at all. I think we all should, like, get rid of the virus some way, but like, I don't think getting rid of the person just because he has it. I mean, you could test for positive or negative, but if anything, I don't think every Chinese or any Asian person has that virus. I think it just, in my one take, I think it just certainly comes from the state within China. That is, I say. I don't hate the Chinese, but the CCP. Yeah, who else hates this? Yeah, I mean, the only thing I hate is just the government, the Chinese government at least, because they seem to be like they're so better than us and shit. Because I know some Chinese people who I actually met online, and they don't even like the Chinese government themselves. Like most of them really rather live in America than living in China. I was like, wow, that's a pretty new. That's actually a brilliant opening right there. Open-minded right there. I guess that's what kind of got me into the state of not becoming a conservative anymore, because I always thought about the echo chamber of becoming, within a cleansing group instead of like being open-minded and having civil discussions. But now that I'm not a conservative, I'm more likely independent. I consider myself a centrist again because I used to be a centrist before, and people think that being a centrist somehow equates to disagreeing to almost everything that the left and right say. What it really doesn't. I mean, like if you're a centrist, it's more likely you're just trying to balance things out without being in the middle of things. That's kind of how I am. Most Western Chinese people hate China and their communist government. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, shit, I hate my government too. Well, half of it, just the ones who are running it. Like AOC. Well, no, she's running Congress. My bad. But like, yeah, no one likes communists. No one, right? If communists has to relate in enforcing upon your own will, yeah, nothing's right about that. Would say I'm conservative or a liberal. I guess independent, maybe a slightly right centrist. Would it say? I mean, whatever that sounds necessary to you, dead. Whatever that sounds necessary to you, dead. I'll just call you evil, Ed. That sounds good. Evil dead. I mean, like people consider. I mean, like some people consider some a liberal, but like not too liberal, or not too conservative. Like I consider myself to be more a centrist, but I don't happen to agree with every centrist who seems to be on my level. I mean, no. I mean, I hate everybody equally, just the same way as, well, anyone can hate anyone equally. I mean, if anything, I know one thing or two: politics divide each other, right? And if they divide each other from a whole, then I would say they're more likely to, if they were to keep going on, and somehow nothing gets done, it's basically a repeat of just continuous separation. Centrists should reclaim the classic liberal term. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think centrist is just being centered and independent because I'm not liberal either, or nor conservative, so I don't consider myself to be at least. And the ones who consider me to be alt right or alt left, I'm not those either. Some people think that being left and right equates to being democratic or conservative. Democratic, liberal, and alt right seems to be going at the conservative, and Republicans wouldn't. None of them are either. Which I really hate that term. So I've been called like what? I've been called a conservative one time just because I said that. Um, I think that Donald J. Trump's hair is pretty fine. It was just a compliment, to be honest. It wasn't really anything political. It was just me complimenting his hair. It's beautiful, sexy blonde hair. I'm not sure that's really his hair because I've seen a cringy video within a compilation, and it was on the. I think it was on the shit, I forgot what it was called, but I think it was on the roast show. And when someone petted his hair, right? Holy crap! Almost all of it came out, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I got stunned. I was like, huh, "Does that mean Donald Trump don't have blonde hair no more?" What? And like I said, so tired of American politics. I am as well. And that's all involved into personal attacks on a person. Not a lot of talks about ideology. Yeah, that's the reason. That's the whole point. That's why I don't get into debates with it because it's just immoral. You know. Remember, small minds talk about people. Mid-sized minds talk about events. Galaxy brains talk about ideas. I support, but I think the best part is having open minds. Because open minds, you talk about anything. That includes ideas, and also, I guess, includes people. You know, if you're open-minded and you can be having a discussion with anybody on the brink of the internet, fucking go for it, mate. I mean, like shit. I'm doing like literally sometimes I usually spend during my spare time. I spend most of my days on fucking like sometimes Instagram, Discord, communities, and servers, and Amigo. Only because I'm just trying to like be extroverted, But I really want to at least increase it instead of just doing it on the internet, but doing it in person. That's where you won't have to feel this whole tendency of feeling alone. Now it may be weird to do it in person because obviously you just can't go up to somebody and say, "Hey, you want to be friends? And let's party." I usually like do it on a sudden event. Like let's say if I bumped into somebody and somebody seems to be wearing the same necklace as me, and then somehow we just keep talking about it for like what over the whole concert, I guess. Yeah, that could be something, but it's less like that. Not disagreeing at all. I have an open mind, and this is a curious age to live in. We as a civilization have access. Yeah, we do. We do have access, and that's what I like about it. That's why I tend to be open minded and not be on the brink of who's right or who's wrong. It's like, well, let me just think about this, and I'll say who's right or who's wrong. You know. And if anybody wants to disagree with me, come disagree with me in my comment or in the chat. I would love to hear a discussion. Throw the words knowledge in the palm of our hands. Yeah. What I hate the most about politics, though, is that when people try to sound like as if they're intelligent, therefore they can get the vote. Because we do got stupid people in society who would vote for almost any freaking thing. And I mean anything. Shit. If Joe Biden can say the word of "we can cure cancer," even though nobody in the hell even gave a single crap. That should tell you something, right? At least that should tell me something, because I know how dumb society is, and clearly I'm not falling for that. I'm a dumb townie, but well, I consider myself to be a rogue dumb townie who doesn't follow other dumb townies. But if you're a fan of a dumb townie like me, then, okay. Welcome to the cockfield, my dumb townie partner. But you're the good type of dumb townie. That's the way that you're not part of the other dumb townies where they vote for no fucking reason, just because, feelings, my feelings, just saying. An intelligent man doesn't have to prove he is intelligent, just like a confident man doesn't not have to prove his confidence. Yeah, exactly. And I did read this somewhere. Well, I didn't really read this, but I did actually watch a Twitch streamer go by the name of Invader V. Now, I have recently just heard about her, and I watched a 3 to 6 hour clip, at least 2 clips in general, of my time, and oh my god. Although it was so boring that I wanted to die, but at the same time it was interesting because it's because the way she when she talks, it's the stuff that she talks about. Like I know she was talking about relationships in one of the segments in the video of her stream, and what I like about it is that she seems to be a bit more like I wouldn't say independent in this. It's just like she's not really either being in like the victim nor the guilt. By the way, followed you on Twitter. By the way, good to hear you again. Oh, thank you. It's been a while, and it sounds like you have evolved. I have been a lot of it. Oh, thank you so much. I kind of feel like this. I kind of feel like I haven't though, because like I still got this tendency of this paranoid mind, that mindset that seems to be the childish mind where I still, you know, stimulate, and I don't know how to get out of it. But the only way I deal with it is by just, I guess, not thinking about it. And I'll follow you right back, right now. Not a way I won't have to forget later on, because just sometimes I do forget, you know. And some people assume that, I either just, like, at least some people, like I got this one person in my chat would probably assume that I don't, like, obviously, like, you know, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Some people think I'm ignoring them in the chat, but it's not. I don't ignore the chat just because of the sake of ignoring the chat. It's because I usually forget sometimes, And I said this before, and I'll say it again. I am a forgetful person, a lot, a lot. Like my mom tells me that it's not normal for it, but I say it is because people do forget. Even you, mother. You know. I mean, everybody forgets once in a while. I mean, there's not going to be that type of person who's going to keep all memories in on deck. Shit, I can't even remember the time when I was born. You expect me to remember that? No, 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 no. But then again, like what she said, it's a past because you're alive like a baby. So exactly. So that's how I feel every time when you can't, reminding me that you can't be forgetting something at this certain age of 21. It's like, oh yes, I can. I mean, if I got certain disabilities that goes along with it, especially diagnosed disabilities, yeah, I think I can. I mean, ADHD should probably bring a bell in some case, right? Um, yeah. So yeah, I followed you back, by the way, Evil Dead. I'm pretty sure you already saw that. Maybe you aren't forgetful, but a very fast thinker. When I get involved in projects, I do the same. Yeah, well, I am forgetful, to be honest. I really am. Trust me, dude. Like there's some times where like I can like talk about something in a minute and then forget the whole conversation immediately. Like I can be talking about something like fucking biscuits and mustards, and I'll be like, what the fuck I was just talking about? Something about biscuits with mustards, or something about mashed potatoes. Like, I do get that kind of correlation. And some people seem to actually, understand it too. Forgetting something is a bitch. I mean, I say it's a bitch because excuse me, I can't. I'm pretty young to like, although I'm young and I should be able to handle much data in my mind. At least that's what some adults say. At least in a survey I once did. But not for me. I like to take my time slowly. I like to actually instead of just what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? So like talking about subjects. Naming the subjects. I like to name them after the stream because that's the way that I can contribute from what I'm talking about within the stream, and then adding the title to it afterwards. So when it's done, you know, I can title it. Tanuki, I wish I was your age again. Oh, well, I mean, I wish. Well, then again, I wish I was also a bit younger, like kid, so I won't have to relive adult again. Relive, so I won't have to live being an adult. Because once you become an adult, you have to do things on your own. By the way, but how old are you, by the way, if I may ask? I believe you were like, I remember one time you told me you were in your like your, I think your mid-30s, I believe. I'm not really sure because I forget. But like, yeah, um, I sometimes I actually wish that I was older, to be honest. Oh, you're 33. Okay, so you're like, so you're like how much? So I'm 21. You're 30. Ah, you're fuck. You're 12 years older than me. Okay, good. All right. Yeah. So anybody that seems to be middle aged to me, I always see them as like somehow a senior, I guess. In my eyes, I don't know. It's this fucking probably this weird hentai shit that I'd be seeing a lot, like some anime. I don't know why, but I just feel like every time when I see someone that's older than me, it's like, hey, someone I can rely on, or somebody that I can respond to, and probably have my jokes here and there, you know. Because some people, like I went to a server one time on a Discord, right? I was just trying to find somebody to like, hook up with, because there's sometimes where I get desperate of talking and being lonely. So there's sometimes I just want to, talk. And I'm on this one server, right? And it's completely full of fetuses, and although I was at the time I didn't know that it was full of fetuses, but uh, I wanted to see if they understood the joke, but they didn't, so I just kind of left. Although it was a good, I guess that other time when we did have that conversation was good, but other than that, yeah, I just left the whole thing. Anyways, yeah, what Also, I'm also starting to get the hang of like trying to at least like stay off some of the stuff that seems to be a bit uh um so what I'm looking for problematic like drama because drama is always going to exist in some parts of the server that I'm in and I can't stay with that shit that annoys me. Uh, my girl has been having the same trouble. She's 26 and keeps finding herself in Discord with teens. Lol. Yeah, I hate that too because sometimes I'll try to express myself and they'll be like, and they use the word bruh constantly, and I'm just like, oh fuck, you're one of those people, eh? Oh, no wonder. No wonder why you fetuses never grow up hair. So I just left. Although there's this one fetus who seems to be, I guess, knowledgeable, even though I don't have any intentions on meeting her again, maybe. I won't give out her name, but she was, in fact, the person who did got me back into the server. At least when I hurted somebody's feelings on that server. So this is going to be simple and short. I'm going to make it short as possible. Somehow I just said that, the woman was a bit 17, right? And she kept talking about how much she loved this person, right? And keep bringing up her ass and boobs and whatnot. And I'm like, woman, you don't have an ass. Come on, at that age, come on now. You're at least, I mean, fetuses like you wouldn't be able to handle it. So she got offended and then somehow left that chat room. And as soon as she left, I kind of felt bad. So I was about to chat to her about this, and I guess apologize because I felt like I had to at the moment. Until she came back, that is, and then I was like, I'm sorry, but do you need me to send you some flowers in case you ever feel this way again? And she kind of went on a long, a woman splaining rant about how I should behave and shit. Things that I guess most women would probably say when you hurt their feet. Yeah, I find it very cute, but at the same time, I didn't care. Yeah, after having someone try to dox me, I no longer care about drama shit. Lee Dark Ninja, I don't even know who Dark Ninja is, but he sounds like somebody that's from a conservative point of view. Because I got my channel docs, my other stream, my other my other Twitter account docs from this fucking Antifa Rhino. I don't even know who this is. Yeah, he took the name Stop It Nigger. I still love that name. Only because, I get a lot of attention and I get a lot of follows from that name. I didn't really mind, as long as it gave me attention, that is. But, since it's been deleted and suspended, no longer, you know, it's no longer activated. So, obviously, it's not going to be in the search bar. But yeah, I do like to enjoy talking a lot more than playing video games and everything, to be honest. Like the whole gaming thing to me, I just felt like I only did it because I guess to start a new start a new um venture in gaining audience, which didn't really do as much. So I'm trying to at least gain some sort of audience who would at least have the tendency to like at least understand where I'm coming from and understand how I get and understand my memes and shit. Because I feel like the people that I hanged out before, like Group A, seem to be a bit boomers, and I'm not like I don't like boomers who seem to be too far in the past. Just the ones who makes up one of those little. Uh, I don't mean to sound a bit mean, but just one of those fucking white jokes. Just those two white jokes. Or like those two country jokes. I can't stand them. I don't mean to be racist. It's just, I just don't live up to that standard. I just do not understand that humor. But yet then again, I do get called a boomer from other people who are younger than me. So I guess we all got our fair shares in some way. I understand some uh, boomers. Like I got a friend who goes by the name of. I'm not gonna give you his personal gang name, but he does go by the name of Surprise Sex, and he is a great friend of mine. He's like my absolute angel. No homo. If you're watching, Surprise Sex, you know who I'm talking about. If you're watching, but I haven't really talked to him lately. I don't know what he's up to. Hopefully he's doing well and fine, secure, and hopefully his family slash daughter is okay. Yeah, because this shit's going way out of hand. Don't do a lot of gaming myself, thus been focused on narration. Have 16 videos to record and edit. Edit audio way too low. Yeah, I know it's low. I can't do anything about it. I mean, I'm using I'm using an external mic. Yeah, so it's not gonna be good. It's not a gaming mic. Because I broke my gaming mic, and don't know how it broke, but I guess because I'm just not used to taking care of my phone. So yeah, I broke it. Oh, not my audio. Okay, I thought you meant my audio. My bad. Carry on then. So what am I about to say? All right, let's go some Amigo because I like to at least explore once in a while, and find out what's going on and shit. The audio is good, actually, great. Oh, thank you so much. I just prefer like to have a studio quality, like high quality, or in other words, DIY studio, like studio quality ones. Kind of like acapellas when our studio quantized. It sound a bit more like there's no instrumental without any peaking or without any like instrumental in the background. Yeah, I like mines like that, but yeah, I can never get that because there's always gonna be a bit white noises in some degree. I mean, I can remove it, but I'm not that good at settings on at least on OBS. Anyways, let's go on some Amigo and let's just chat with people on Amigo because that's what I usually like to do nowadays. Is chat with people on Amigo and see what I get out of it. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? Hi. How are ya? How are you, my dear friend? Do you use Audacity for your music? I have been learning Pro Tracks. I don't use Audacity for my music. However, I do use Audacity for responding to videos, I guess. But I do use this one project called FL Studio, which is a program that I kind of pirated, and I use that for making my music. If you want to see all of that or all the songs that I make, they're on my SoundCloud. I can give you a link to it. Let me just. Oh, she disconnected. Let me just give you a link. Although I can't really upload as much more as I can't really upload more songs on there because I have to prepay in order for me to have a limited edition to uploading more songs, and the limitation of uploading songs is at least 81. So I am above that. So in order for me to upload again, I must pay. Yeah. So yeah. So here's my SoundCloud. If you want, I could send you it on the chat or maybe in Discord. I mean, I'm pretty sure I still got you on Discord, right? Or is my Discord open? Oh no. Well, all right, I'll send you in the chat then, because that seems to be one of those. Sometimes I usually forget to bring up my chat on the computer as well. Although I find it easier to do it on my phone than my computer. Let me just go into my own channel and pause this and just get the stream. Computer. Let me just go into my own. Shut up, Tanuki. No one's talking to you. Only I'm talking. Wait, I am Tanuki. Fuck. Alright, there we go. I'm just gonna minimize that, put it in the pop out so that's the way I won't forget. And then, just slide in and then just simply just chill it in as I proceed. Yeah. So if you want to go check it out, anybody's interested, yeah. There you go. Sovereign Beats. I also got a YouTube channel after that too. I at least have 24 subscribers, if not 25. Not as big, but there's this one song that seems to be big enough, which is a song that I made 2 years ago. It was actually a remix of a SpongeBob SquarePants theme song called the Watson Flutes. And if you want that as well, I can gladly give it to you. If you want that, that is. Just keep you note that most likely the channel, my Sovereign Beats channel, my music channel, has a lot more songs on my SoundCloud. Well, my bad. I take that back. It actually has more like uploads. I have more unlimited uploads than SoundCloud, because SoundCloud you only get like what, a portion of it. So happy to hear from you again. Thanks. If you still have a Discord, send me a friend invite. Working on getting people with music skills and good voices to collab on several different narrations. Ah, you're doing some producing music products, eh? I would love that. A lot of things like creepypastas. I'm also down for that. Just as long as they don't shit my pants. Because, I don't. That's one thing about creepypastas is that I'm interested in them, but I'm going to be prepared for getting a storm of brownies in my pants, and that's not good. Never good, you know. But yeah, mate. I mean, I don't really have a Discord server at the moment, So I guess the least thing you can do is, I guess you could add me on my Discord server. I mean, add me on Discord, like add friends. You know, been making music with instruments since I was 10. I've been making music since I was like what 12 in 10th grade. Like that's when I got inspired by a friend of mine, well, cousin, one of my cousin's friend of mine, one of my cousin's friend named Rob, and he was the inspiration of me making beats. If I never met this person, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have any capability of increasing and advancing to make any songs. Right now, I'm at the moment where I'm trying to progress to making a Super Smash Bros. Melee theme song remix. I wanted to get this out until like what's today? I want to get this out like till like Thursday, so I'm gonna try to at least try to be a bit more pasty with it. Even though I do like to take my time in it, but I mean, like if you like to, I like to sometimes I rather like to do it for other people. That's the way I can do it more faster than doing it for myself because I like to do it in a creative way. I am setting one up and it will have a server with no bullshit, no drama and show chats in it. Serious work. I already have mods set up for it. All right, that's good. Whenever you get the chance, send me an invite. I'll gladly join. At the moment, I don't really have a server at the moment either, and and also neither do I have my own server. I'm trying to at least find somebody, or at least try to build up from somewhere, and then maybe build a Discord community with the same people who seem to be, obliged to my stream. Because I feel like who I hanged up before, they don't care. They don't care. I feel like they only once care because this one person seemed to be ruining my career or ruining my reputation of my channel, and that's only because of it, or just to have sympathy for me. I didn't care. I'm just gonna I wish them well though, but I think the best thing for me right now is just to stay descended from them because that's the only way for me to at least not get all envy and shit, jealous. It's just to get rid of them in my life. And so if they ever ask why, I just tell them straight up, it's because to get rid of you. And if you don't like it, I am sorry, but it's clearly not you personally. It's just me taking the issue out on you. Seems to be a problem, which is my issues. We'll do and save your SoundCloud on my faves, and we'll check it out your work. I mean, you don't have to do it. I mean, like, if you want, like, only save it if you actually enjoyed it, okay? Because if you only save it just for the sake of saving it, it's not going to mean any much. And not to me, but definitely not to you. It's like, I want you to like it for the sake of you liking it, Well, homie, truth be told, your old circle of YouTube has too much drama, and I am cool with a lot of them. But again, that's why I will have no BS policy. Me either, I mean, to be honest, I'm not even trying to make BS policy. I just don't like people who seems to like being dragged into something that no one's acquainted of, especially if it's like sometimes I would get like people on my Discord, right? And they'll be talking in the server when somehow I can see what they're typing in, especially if it's, public. So I usually tell them once or twice, if you're going to chat with each other and have a conversational chat or personal chat, you make sure you privately DM each other privately. Otherwise, I'm going to have to, restrict you guys from being in the general chat. We're going to bring that stuff up. That's why that's why I always warn them and at least try to get them benefit of the doubt. Don't do it again. If it was an accident, no worries, you're all right, fam. But if you happen to do it again, it's like, come on, man, we went over this. No, I will check it out. I am very interested in editing and new sound, smaller YouTubers. And smaller artists do it for passion, not money, and I respect that. I appreciate that, leave it at. Yeah, music is always going to be my passion no matter what, no matter how I see it. Because there's sometimes where I would go back into it and then somehow just take a break because sometimes I do get tired of sitting up on a stool all day because I don't have a desk and I'm using my I'm using my drawer as a desk to withdraw my computer withdraw to uh uh to use my computer as some sort of desktop, and I don't really have a desk, so yeah. Right now it's just a laptop. I mean, I would use it on my lap, but then again, I do get eight back aches or back pain from uh, just sitting uncomfortably, So music is the universal language. A single note can say more than 1,000 words. I mean, music is like the creativity of imagination slash emotions, bruh. Music is like the goal. If you're passionate about doing it, you do it. You know. Nope, damn, Ed still doesn't type well. It's fine, Ed. I don't type well either. I mean, to be honest, I don't really don't speak as well as I type. I mean, more likely it's the opposite. I actually pretty much, intend. I actually, you know, have a lot more grammar on typing than, you know, speaking because when I'm typing, I can actually think what I'm saying and not rush it out. Then again, I can do the same thing with the string, but more likely I'm a bit pasty, so I don't like to slow down. I'm not saying that I have to be intelligent or anything. It's just that slowing down, I might just forget what I'm saying at the next point, and then on and on and on, yada yada yada, etc. So I just like to, at least try to, you know, try to think, naturally. I guess. Shit, I'm gonna. Yeah, music to me is like fucking everything. I mean, like I love music to the point where I would create music. I do it out the creativity and passion, and not like one of those other people that just do it for the fame or for the money. If that's their choosing, I have no problem against that. My only problem is when they start to consider more like the sake of making it for money and not really being talented at it and just doing it for the sake of just having publicity. I'd rather have someone that is really talented and creative about it and would like to at least do something uh, progressively on building up than just doing it for their own lack of game or fame. Because I see some type of people that would just do music for like just for like just the sake of being famous or just getting a record signed. Like somehow like teenagers, for example, seem to be all up in the fucking hip hop and shit, and they have nothing, nada, dick about hip hop. Bruh. I see some kids that are rapping nowadays, and all I can think of is just cringe, bruh. It seems to me that they no matter what, it seems that words don't seem to be more like the lyrical charm anymore, which that's fine. I mean, there's sometimes where I listen to music that doesn't really that sometimes I don't really have intentions on listening to the lyrics, especially if they're like fucked up or, in other words, inappropriate. I just don't like listen to the lyrics. I just listen to like the singing in the background. That is. But if the lyrics does make sense to a point where it starts to sound like a story, yeah, I am interested in those. My whole part in music is more likely the narrative of having a narrator, if you're going to rap, that is. And then with the whole music, the same thing, just in singing. As a metalhead, I have seen way too many musicians who don't learn the basics, don't learn theory, who don't learn what and why they are doing something. Exactly. Several didn't even know what a fifth is. Shit, I even know what a fifth is. I mean, I know what an octave is, and a minor seventh, and a minor nine, in harmony, and etc. I mean, hell, I got a program legitimately based on composing music, which is just simple of the word music theory, right? And music theory seems to play a mega role in today's music industry, right? But I kind of feel like at the same time some people would take that as an advantage and just kind of like use that note and just kind of like just pressing a bunch of sounds until they find the right key, which is fine and all. But I like to like at least think about it before I process, because then it actually makes me, it's a lot faster for me, at least think about it first and then progress it later. Yeah, or write it down. Octave pedals are fun. I use one to change my Johnny Cash voice to the Bee Gees. Lol. Oh man, if only I know what the Bee Gees are. It sounds familiar, but yeah, I mean, like what I like about using um voices, especially when it comes to acapellas, is that I like to switch them up. Like I like to, you know, I like to like put them down an octave so it sounds like they're like talking or sound like they're singing in a deep voice monotone. And then if you make it high, they sound like they're talking in like some sort of chipmunk language. You know. As for octaves, I always explain them with a guitar or a keyboard. 12 keys down or 12 frets, and bam, a new octave. Exactly. But with piano, it's more like 8 keys. So it's like if you press C major in the middle of the key, and then use an octave, it's more likely like 8 keys, 8 octaves. We call it it's that's what's called an octave in piano, and there's only like 8 scales in eight scales. Yeah, 8 scales and shit in piano. You know, a lot of my voice is deep, even though I'm a shallow white guy. Maybe a shallow white guy, but I'm also a black guy within a white person's body. I mean, a black guy who happens to be a bit white on the outside and inside, according to other people on Twitter. But I think your voice is more like Johnny Bravo. I mean, I remember hearing your voice. You sound a bit like Johnny Bravo, to be honest. You know, I don't know why. You just kind of do. Kind of give me the impression of it. Hey, everybody. I can't even sound like Johnny Bravo myself. 5.7 masterclass, lol. See, you know. And I would like to at least at least some one day at least try to stream a production on my music studio on my FL Studio, but I have a driver that seems to not be compatible with my computer drive, which the sound card is. And this sound card is called ASIO for All. And if you're familiar with this, it's pretty much just a driver that seems to have high quality frequency. And I intend to like it. It actually makes my songs a lot more realistic and composable. Ooh, wow, mama, you looking fine. Yeah. Oh man, I actually kind of miss those shows, Johnny Bravo. Yeah. I actually miss the old cartoons and shit, but now they're all gone. Now we got the new ones that are like all consistent and lesbian and shit. Not that I have against anything wrong. Not that I have nothing. Not that I have anything against them. It's just when you put it to a social organization perspective, it becomes more like a problem, and it seems to be draining at the moment. But yeah, sometimes I would like. I never actually had this before, but I would like at least somebody. If you're willing, and Evil Dead, would you like to like make a production with me on music one day or whenever you get the chance if you're good? Because I can't play guitar, but I can play piano. And I think probably if you have a guitar, maybe you can like record it for me, and I could just use it and probably cut it up into bits and make a remix out of it. What do you say? If you prefer. Ever seen the Johnny Bravo raps with Samurai Jack? No, not really. I haven't really seen that, mainly because my internet's been shitty lately. Like for some reason, just today I just had a power surge this morning, and it wasn't a pleasant power surge. The whole things that I was ranking up to, literally just took everything out. It's damn good voice acting, and for a non-rap fan, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. I would love that. I mean, I have watched Epic Rap Battles of History. If that's what you're trying to mention, I mean, I love that as well, simply because of the history and everything. Yeah, you got like Abraham Lincoln versus what's it called? What's his name? Charles the fuck. Yeah, I forgot his name. And yeah, I would be setting up equipment and would be cool with collab. Oh yes, I would love a collab, dude, because I never actually collab with anyone before. I have made a few music songs for someone, at least one person, which goes by the name of Saki. Saki, if you're listening to this, I adore you, mate. If you still want to, if you ever want in need, or if you ever want to um, if you ever want to come up with, if you ever want to like request a song to me, I'm fine with that. Just ask me. I do it for free anyways because I don't got shit. I don't got any fucking penny to be profiting out of this. I mean, I do money for the free for free, and I do it for the sake of passion and confidence, not for the sake of being somebody who I'm not on the internet because I don't care. You know. So if you're listening, Saki, yeah, anybody who's listening, if you want to request a song, all you gotta do is just hop on my DMs. On my social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, and Discord. I mean, they're all in my description below if you prefer. However, my Discord is more likely it's not the Discord that I have in there, the server, the link. Just keep in mind that link is invalid, so if you try clicking on it, it's not going to get you anywhere besides an invalid code. So yeah. Homie, if you can play this, give it a listen. Room from Billy and Mandy and Johnny Bravo. I will give this a listen. Let me see. I'll give it a listen right now, to be honest. Your Discord link is expired. Yeah, I know. It is expired because it is. I deleted it. That's why. So, I'll turn my volume up.
Still can't find a girl, man, and it's like in the 2000s right now. Man, I wish I could get some help with Academy. That's pretty mama. I just want in a mama. All these bitches want drama. How you gonna slap a nigga? All on this drama. I'm not the Dalai Lama, so bitch, take off your pajama. How you gonna be wearing Bobby up in the Bahamas?
You know what? This would be better if I just watch it on the computer. But I think it would be copyright, wouldn't it? Yeah, fuck it. I don't give a shit. As long as it's on YouTube and not on my own sake, then yeah, fuck it. Let's watch it. I just it'll be a lot better quality for watching it on the stream than on my phone, right? I'm just saying, because, I like to listen to high quality shit. Although, on my phone, fuck it, let's do it on this. Started like that beat, though. Let's keep listening.
How you gonna be wearing clothes while we up in the Bahamas? I'm fucking up some commas. Fine, you don't take a bottom. Gucci, Fendi, Louis, Oscar De La Renta, Prada. Honor my mama, see if I can find a fucking Bible.
Hey.
Can't find a girl, and that's on my life.
Hey.
These ladies just want a biscuit and gravy. They just can't see that I'm wavy. Might pack up and join the Navy. They beat me 12 years of slavery. You know these bitches, they crazy. All that I want is a baby to take care of me. I'm lazy. I just want a girl, and I'm gonna make you my world. But I cannot find a girl living in a single world. I just want a girl, and I'm gonna make you my world. But I cannot find a girl living in a single world.
This is lit.
You need to understand the master plan we have for you, and we are hoping that you see it true. Cause who knew that a blind boy like you would never ever be able to find a motherfucking breakthrough?
Hey.
To another place. This fucking life you're living is a disgrace. Put your soul inside a briefcase that you will embrace. Cause I'm gonna take you, Johnny, to another place. Look, I just want a girl. Can you please give me a girl? I've been looking for a girl living in the single world. I just want a girl. Can you please give me a girl? I've been looking for a girl living in the single world. If you can help me out, tell me what it's all about. All these
Yeah, turn this up.
to do is fucking scream and shout. They hit me up with their fists and get a knockdown. I black out. These fucking bitches just be chasing clout.
Hey, this shit is lit as fuck, my nigga. Where'd you find this?
I'ma tell you right now, Johnny, these bitches want money, and all you chasing is honey. I
Definitely liking this. I'm saving it.
And give them bugs that great bunny, cause you're a virgin, it's funny. Oh, you think it's funny? Fuck you. I just want a girl, can you please find me a girl? I've been looking for a girl living in the single world. I just want a girl, can you please give me a girl? I've been looking for a girl living in the single world. Don't worry, Johnny. Oh, what's that? I'm gonna find you a girl. Oh, yeah? Even if it costs you your life. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I guess.
Oh man, that was actually pretty good. I mean, yeah, that was epic. I like that. That was pretty good. You see, this is what I prefer to have than just like, fucking just one of those shitty ass rap that seems to be all focusing on bitches and not like, this. This is me material, people. Like, if we could find something like this probably would be not. Maybe lots of people would be more interested. I'm just saying. I'm just granted. Might be a comment, right? Just give comments. just give comments and it should be free use. Yo, homie, found this dude's channel and loved it. Just came by one day while drinking. Me and the girl sang this shit. Oh man, I would love that. I would totally buy into this. He was Samurai Jack raps. Ed and Eddie, etc. A lot of old Cartoon Network stuff. Oh, speaking of which, here's a Aldo. This is a good rap, but this is another one that I want to show you. It's not really a rap, but this guy's goes by the name of Jackson Beats, and bruh, he made the Krusty Krab pizza just yesterday, right? 4 days ago, my bad. And tell me how this song sounds. It sounds to me, it sounds fucking amazing. Like it's like you can. It's creation. It is creative right there. Talented. Oh, this song. Now what he did is that he took this whole thing, right? The Krusty Krab pizza from just one episode, from that episode, right? And then remixed it. And then you get this. And this is what I am inspired by, is this. To be honest, if you want to subscribe to him, you can if you want. I even fucking shield him in the link. You know. I mean, like, he is like another reason why I like to create music as well. He's also another inspiration. So yeah, but yeah, let me continue on hearing this. Oh shit! This is my favorite part right here. Yeah. Hey, what? Hey. Oh, that bass. Woo. And it just repeats itself on a loop. So yeah, but this song, I had to download this. I was like I even commented below and said something along the line like this. Once again, this is legendary, my dude. I was thinking of making the same thing related to that. I guess you beat me to it. Splendid work as always. And I gotta love comment from him. You know? So yeah, I really enjoyed this. You know, and the other song that you sent me too. You know, cool. Check out his channel. Ever see the SpongeBob anime law? And by the way, Patira did provide music for a SpongeBob episode. Who's Patira? And why do I not know her? I mean, you don't have to check out his channel if you want, but this is just a shield to his the video that I was just presenting. I mean, if you want, you can. I mean, he's pretty productive in music, and I've been trying to email him if we can ever, like, you know, at least, you know, I want to get some tips on him, how he create, like, how he's, like, you know, always, you know, up to date with his beats. Because, like, if I were to go back on my Sovereign Beats channel, I only got, like, only a few uploads. No, I'm not really capable of uploading daily because I like to think hard and creative when it comes to making music, especially when it comes to R&B and trap. Now, when it comes to music such as, like, you know, lo-fi or, like, you know, vinyl, then yeah, I can probably make a quick way out of that. I got lots of vinyls and lots of lo-fi hip-hop samples that I use to make remixes and stuff. Although I do like to take my time trying to find which one that sets best for me. So yeah. So if anybody calls it picky, it isn't. It's just being a bit more unique and creative in your skills, you know. Anyways, I'm actually gonna end this stream because I am just like tired of sitting still all day on this damn fucking this the stool. I need to get it. I mean, I need to get a desk some way or another. Don't know when, but I somehow need to get it soon. Soon, whenever this damn coronavirus starts to die down, I guess. Basically, Paranoid, Patera, old school heavy metal, Dimebag, Daryl. Basically, Sandy goes on an extreme sports kick before her hibernation. Oh, her hibernation! Yeah, I remember where SpongeBob and Patrick got dragged into it, and then somehow, Pinhead Larry, and what's that guy? Dirty Dan. All right, Dirty Dan. All right, Pinhead Larry. Oh, wait, my bad. Which one is the real Dirty Dan? Yeah, and that's where, the slap comes in when Patrick admits it, and yeah, etc. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm now going to be I'm going to be discarding from the stream because obviously I am tired, and also I need to have my sleep because it's like 1:21 in the morning, and I really need to get back on my sleeping curfew because it used to be around 9 and now it's like past that. So yeah. Oh damn, Dirty Dan and Pinhead Larry don't fuck with Texas. Yeah, we don't fuck with Texas. Texas is just there. Yeah, full of yelps. Anyway, you have a good night, good day, homie. Sleep well. All right, you too. And for everyone else who's watching, thanks for watching. If you guys like the stream or dislike the stream, make sure you put it down below. I'm always happy for at least a rating or a rating or the other. It doesn't really matter which rating, as long as I'm getting the motherfucking ratings. That's what matters. And be safe and well, and I will see you in the next stream, my niggas. Have a good night, have a good afternoon, and have a good morning or evening. And ciao.